I know I look like a bobbleheaded right now, but I need my plus size girlies to back me up right now, okay? I was just talking to my best friend and I was telling him about how, you know, when you're a straight woman, as a plus size woman on dating apps, sometimes guys just don't look at your profile, so we're always constantly scared that they just don't know that we're fat. And he was like, well, if they're planning a date with you, they definitely looked at their profile. And I'm like, you would be surprised. You would be surprised, okay? Because although I've lost 75 pounds and the anxiety is so much less than it used to be, I am still so scared that I'm gonna show up to a date and he's not gonna know that I'm built like Ursula the Sea Witch, okay? I am terrified. I'm shivering the timbers, okay? I am shaking in my boots, okay? Andy's coming, pass out. Like, I am. And I'm trying to get back in the dating world because I told myself I wasn't going to be dramatic and wait until I got skinny, and
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Oh, Dan Queen, you're shaking in your boots? You may want to tone that down. I mean, we don't want any structural damage. But let me say that plus-size women saying that they are feeling anxiety right before the date because of their size, well, what can I say to that other than this is something that's within your control? I'm not talking about the anxiety part. Although she did say that she lost 75 pounds, I'm pretty sure my male viewers are going to say, oh, she's a third of the way then. Good on her. Either way, she says that a lot of guys will just plan a date with her without actually looking at her profile, knowing that she is relatively tons of fun. Got it. But that just goes to show you how much rejection men go through. So really, ladies, when you are the size of, as she said, Ursula the Sea Witch, then you experience a fraction of the dating issues that the average guy experiences, because at least you're getting a date. I mean, how many plus size men do you see getting a bunch of dates out there, or getting a date from any woman who just says, hey, you know what, I just read his profile, he sounds like an awesome guy, and she looks past his weight? That would be super low minimum numbers there. You shouldn't say that your life force is deleting because of anxiety. Trust me, my male viewers probably have a few of the suggestions that would supersede that part. What you should be saying is, hey, you know what, I'm kind of nervous. Hopefully this guy has already seen my size and he already knows that dinner with me is not going to be a solid event. But then again, if the guy has a fetish of being with big girls, you big women have a problem with that too. So there really is no pleasing you. Unless his name is Chef Boyardee. Before we move on, I want to bring attention that 70% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. Come on, fam. You've seen my logo on other channels, and you're already here. Please hit that subscribe button and support the channel. It really helps out. Moving on.
Hi, it's me again. I guess I'll do another dating thing since people seemed interested in that. But had another bad date the other day. Got ghosted. Super exciting. Tried to put everything out there, like, hey, I'm not skinny. So I feel like it's kind of my biggest flaw because I have a pretty good personality, but I don't know. I just hate meeting somebody and then having them ghost, and then like I just get so much anxiety, and like I just want to know, can you just like be a man? Like, we're not like in our 20s, like this guy's like 42. Can you say, sorry, don't like you? Anyway. Yeah. Fun times.
All right there, Colleen, let me get this straight. You are getting mad because when you go on a date with men see you, I don't know how long they're around. The moment they get a chance, they activate their cloaking mechanisms and they just go into total ghost mode. Now, aren't you Colleens the masters of that? So isn't it amazing how women will say to men, you know, be an adult, stop ghosting, but women ghost men a lot more often than men ghost women. This isn't a down the middle 50-50 of it's done equally, not by a long shot. So you have to understand here, Queen, when you are plus size, which is something completely and totally in your control, you really can't blame men when they react the way you're gonna expect them to react. I mean, that's like getting upset with a dog because he barks. It's a dog. You got near it, you should expect him to bark. And if dating at this weight class, all the men that you've gone out with have turned into Casper, well, why do you expect the next guy to just tell you up front how he feels? No, he's not gonna do that because women can't take rejection like men can. You're gonna break down, you're gonna cry, and you're gonna make a big deal about it. I mean, the guy's just gonna treat this date like a roundabout, no pun intended. Moving on.
Stop warning men that you're fat. It might be hard to hear, but it also might be what you need to hear. I wish someone would have told me that years ago. Granted, I'm engaged now. I found the man of my dreams, so maybe not, because all of that brought me to where I am now. But I would have saved myself so much psychological trauma if I had just listened to that word of advice sooner. We are not car mirrors. We don't need to warn men that objects in person might be fatter than they seem. If you're posting pictures on social media and on your dating apps that you love and you feel confident in, you do not need to warn a man that you're fat. Whether you post a selfie up here or a full body picture, if you are plus size, a man is going to know you're not a size 2. I feel like most men, most normal men, are attracted to confidence. So if you're talking to a guy on a dating app and before you guys meet, you're like, listen, I'm fatter than you think, he's going to think that you're insecure. And it's not fair to those people to project your insecurities on them.
Oh, hell no.
All right there, my XXXL Colleen. You said that you found the man of your dreams. This girl is actually happy for you. That's a W for you right there. Although I'm pretty sure that there are going to be some male viewers that are going to argue that the guy of your dreams is actually the guy who's just willing to settle. But that's neither here nor there. Let's just keep going with the subject. Now, you said that most average guys know that you're not a size 2. Oh, I 110% agree with you there, honey. Just looking at your video, I know you're not a size 2. And to spin off what you said that most guys like big women who are confident. You know, you kind of hit the target there, but you didn't hit the bullseye. So let me help you out here a little bit. It's not that a guy likes you because you're confident in your size. It's more to the point that men will go out with cute overweight women as long as the cute overweight woman is very conscious of her SMV, where her position is on the totem pole. Just because you go out with a higher value man does not make you high value. It just means that he knows that you have expectation management. You realize, hey, you know what? You're the lucky one to be able to go out with him. And that goes hand in hand with having a very cool personality. And this gorilla has seen older, higher value men going out with young, plus size women who have a very good personality. That could buy you some credit with men, but let's hear what else she has to say.
Just because you don't like your body or your size does not mean that someone else isn't going to. So it's not fair to almost make up their mind for them before even giving them a chance. The worst possible thing that could happen is you go on that date, you meet that guy, you leave, and he never speaks to you again. And at that point, he's doing you a favor. We don't want that man anyway. Do you really want to be with someone who will not date you or give you the time of day simply because of your body? I know this is easier said than done. I have been in this spot so many times, and I just wish I would have had someone tell me this years ago, because I missed out on so many opportunities and so many relationships simply because of my own doing, and I got in my own way. Like I said, it all worked out for me, but don't do that to yourself. Love yourself enough to not stand in your own way. At the end of the day, you have nothing to lose, and you are worth more than a random man's opinion of your body. Remember that.
Now that was a smart move on this queen. She just told us there that the guy that she's engaged to likes her body the way it is. In other words, he is a chaser. Now, I do know that there are several videos out there of girls her size who get upset with that. They don't want a man to see them as some sort of fetish. But to be honest with you ladies, you know the saying, when life gives you lemons, you can do one of two things. Make lemonade or squeeze it into a Mexican lager and get your buzz on, because dang it, that's a good option too. But although you were on a roll there, sweetheart, I have to rein you in a little bit, because you just said there to other big girls, do you really want to be with a guy who doesn't want to be with you because of your body? Yeah, because it's not like you were born that way, okay? He's not looking at you and thinking, oh, dang it, if only you can change that, but you can't. Oh, well, I can't be with a woman who can't change stuff. Like a short guy who can't change his height. Totally different, because the guy's actually seeing this as a health choice that you're making. Although I picked up where you're going with that, you're not right on that one. Another thing, Queen, and I just have to point this out. When you're talking to these other big girls and you're telling them all the things that you're going to miss out on because of going with a guy's opinion, you know what the irony of that one is? Have you stopped and listened to your own video? Can you hear how heavy you're breathing? That just tells me, and just about every guy out there, that you yourself are causing you to miss out on things because you physically can't do them. I mean, don't get this gorilla wrong. It's not that I expect you to climb Everest, but I do expect you to climb up a flight of stairs. Moving on!
Alright guys, it's that time of life. I'm going on a date again. You're probably asking yourself, is it better out there? Is that why you're doing this? No, actually, I think it somehow got worse. Yesterday was the first day I reactivated Tinder since probably like November. And I have already had some interesting conversations. Did want to tell you guys one little story because I didn't get to respond to him in enough time because he unmatched me before I could respond. So let me just play out the scene here. The very first message he sent me was eat and then the peach symbol. So yeah. I entertained his messages for like a hot second. And then I basically made a joke and was like, if you want that, you gotta buy me dinner first. And he basically messaged me, are you joking? And then this is Tinder. If you want dates, you should be on Bumble. So before I could absolutely dunk his ass, he unmatched me. But my response was gonna be, if you want to find somebody to eat your butt this quick, you should be on Grindr. Thank you.
I'm gonna be honest, in my head that played out like Clash of the Titans a little bit. We got the plus size queen who is demanding what she wants, which is dinner. I mean, we all could have guessed that one. And the guy who's demanding eat out the peach. And oddly enough, this gorilla cannot figure out which one of the two would be the most disturbing to imagine at this point. Anyway, well, Queen, I'm going to say something. Tinder is not known for being the most refined dating app. I mean, you getting on that dating app, that was kind of a light experience. We've seen videos of stories that are much harsher than that. Also, I'm pretty sure that one of my viewers is going to comment, seems like a fair exchange. I mean, it doesn't seem like dinner with you is going to be cheap. So he's asking for something of equal value in exchange. But since he outmatched you, I'm pretty sure someone else is going to say, well, he figured out it was a losing exchange for him, so he got out early. But I really want to hear what else he has to say about Tinder.
So yeah, off to a really good start. Anyway, this guy though that I am meeting up with tonight, we messaged for like literally like 3 messages back and forth, and in my bio on my Tinder, I literally say like, let's just get coffee or a drink because I'm terrible at messaging, which is just not wrong. And honestly, it just kind of weeds them out a little faster, you know? We're gonna go get drinks downtown. I work tomorrow morning and he has like an early morning workout, so it's not gonna be like a late night, which I kind of also like to start the first date with because that way just saves from assumptions.
Okay, I think since we're going to like a really casual bar, I am just gonna wear, I don't know, just kind of a casual fit. The pants are American Eagle. This top, I believe it's Shein, but I got it thrifted at Goodwill. And Docs. And earrings are Madewell. And I could talk about the necklaces for days. I'm a little nervous because I haven't had a first date in a while, but I actually feel pretty calm. Mostly because there's like a very easy bail option. But yeah, wish me luck.
All right, my mom jean wearing XXL size Coeen. I'm going to give you credit. So you said that your first date is going to be over drinks and it's going to be a short night. That's actually pretty smart of you. Again, I do recommend for women to have safe dates. This is why this gorilla has said for a long time that your first date should always be over a coffee, a drink, maybe on a walk in the park, somewhere public, somewhere safe. Try to do it as early as possible so it's easy for you to bail if you feel that you're not safe. So she gave a pretty good example of this. Let's give her points for that, but don't get her a gift card at Arby's. Now, another thing that I'm going to mention here is how easy it is for women, even plus size women, to get a date. She only sent this guy 3 messages and they're already going on a date. Ladies, do you see how easy that was? Do you see now why, when you constantly complain about how hard it is to date as a plus size girl, men don't take this very seriously because you can get a date very easily. Men are very simple creatures. You may not be getting the date with the guy that you want, but you're going to get a date. And if you get a date with like a Chad or a Tyrone, chances are he's going to go in and he's going to be like, all right, you know, within a short period of time, he's going to expect you to smash. If not, he's out. Hey, don't shoot the messenger here. It's just the nature of the carousel. If you get back on those dating apps, you're going back into the wild. So some of the super hunters will pounce. One skilled, strong enough lion can take down a water buffalo by himself. And that's an amazing feat. I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.